so-called democracies of our neighbors, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Look at their state of governance and look at the resilient democracy that we have in India. In the previous episodes of Supreme Court Ki Baat, I have spoken about certain significant events that took place. Firstly in 1951, then in 1965, and then in 1967. Now we come to 1973. Before I tell you all as to what happened in 1973, I must raise some questions. As a citizen of India, have you ever asked yourself a question as to how and why the Indian democracy is still resilient after 75 years of the Constitution of India coming into force? How is it that your freedom of speech remains protected? Why is the right to equality still an important feature of the Constitution? What guards your life and liberty guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution? What is it that protects the parliamentary system that we have in India? Have you ever compared the Indian democracy with the so-called democracies of our neighbors, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka? Look at their state of governance and look at the resilient democracy that we have in India. We owe this resilient democracy and the fundamental rights to a significant event that took place in 1973. The amending power of the Parliament of India to amend the Constitution of India yet again came up before the Supreme Court in 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗲𝗺 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 case. The Supreme Court bench constituting of 13 judges was divided and the division was slender. It was 7:6. The majority of the judges held that the basic structure of the Constitution of India cannot be amended. The Parliament of India cannot amend the basic features of the Constitution. In fact, it was argued by the great eminent jurist Mr. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 that tomorrow, if there is a government with an absolute majority, with an overwhelming majority, it may amend or repeal the Constitution. It may deface the Constitution. Tomorrow, such a government may replace the parliamentary system of India, may take away all the fundamental rights of the citizens of India. The minority judges felt that these were arguments of fear, but the majority view prevailed. And therefore, the concept of the basic structure of the Constitution of India came into existence. What constitutes the basic structure? I will tell you all in the next episode. But what protects the Indian democracy? What protects the parliamentary system of India? What protects the important fundamental rights of the citizens of India? We owe all of this to the decision of the Supreme Court in 1973 in the landmark 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗃𝗃 case.